absolute value. Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel D Creations Resources. We are talking about different topics from mathematics, especially real analysis and pre-calculus. Let us now talk about the concept of absolute value. So there's a symbol called mod. So what you see here, for example, is this mod of x. That is how this is denoted. Two vertical lines in between the number is written. So if I am talking about absolute value of a number, say a number x, then it is the distance between the origin and that number on the number line. So if you visualize the geometrical representation, that is, if you visualize that number on the number line, it's basically that distance. Now, it being the distance, it cannot be negative. It has to be a positive value. So, absolute value is always positive. So, now depending on the nature of x, if x is a positive number itself, that is say plus 7. So, mod of 7 is going to be 7 itself. So, when basically x is positive, mod of x is x itself. When it is 0, it is 0, because anyway you are measuring the distance from 0 to 0. When it is negative, say if x is minus 7, then what would be mod of minus 7? It is the distance between the point minus 7 and the point 0 on the number line. So the distance is 7. So in this case, you would see that mod of x is minus of x when x is less than 0. So there are some simple properties of absolute value, like as you would expect that mod of x is equal to mod of minus x. So mod of 5 and mod of minus 5 is same, which is 5. Now, if you add two numbers, actually x plus y, and take their moduli, you can write it independently as addition of their moduli. Similarly with subtraction, similarly with multiplication, mod of x into y is mod x into mod y, or mod of x divided by y is mod x divided by mod of y. And when you say mod of x is a, that means x is plus or minus a. The way I mentioned that if suppose you assign a value to a, that is 7, then mod of plus 7 is also 7, mod of minus 7 is also 7. So in other words, you can say that it is plus or minus 7, the number inside the two vertical lines. Now there is an important property, later on you would learn more about it. Even when if you happen to learn complex analysis, you will revisit it. So it's called triangle inequality. If you visualize a triangle and if you consider its side, so let us say that mod x is one side, mod y is other side, and mod of x plus y is the third side, then if the sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side, you can actually try doing it. So that's why it's called a triangle inequality. It has a lot of significance. So as I said, when you learn advanced topics, you would learn more about it. And when we are talking about functions, we'll again revisit this topic. We'll talk about absolute value function. So absolute value function, of course, looking at how it is going to be, you can see that its graph will be a symmetric line, symmetric with respect to the y-axis and so on. So this is basically the concept, and there are many advanced topics that are built up later on this, based on this concept. Thank you.